Hello, this is Adolph Vega, and this is a 3D or 2D podcast, and you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm not as enthusiastic as I usually am. I try to be upbeat and full of energy for the podcasts, and this one, I don't, I can't. Why am I recording this? Because my heart hurts. Not literally, figuratively. My soul feels like it's on fire, and I have to speak up. Part of this is my own doing. I admit to that. Yesterday, June 2nd, 2020, I posted a whole bunch of podcasts, and I was been thinking about doing this for a long time. I Not because of any reason, just because, it's summer, there's not much going on for 3 movies. Let's repost the interviews. Let's put up all this stuff. And boom, we have big event, all these podcast things are going on. And it'll be good. It'll be good for the podcast, good for the website to have more stuff going on. But I did not know that yesterday was not supposed to be a day where or people in general are supposed to be on social media and or people that are doing podcasts or music. I didn't know it was Blackout Tuesday. And I just didn't know. And I admit I have been limiting myself on social media. This has been a very hard time for me. Just gonna admit it publicly. Not only the coronavirus, but seeing all of the everything going on since the murder of George Floyd. I don't want to talk about politics or news really like this on the podcast. I try not to. Look, all of us have our opinions on all the people that work for the website, and we try to focus as much as we possibly can on 3D movies and 3D news and such things like that. But on this occasion, on this day, I just can't. I can't hold my tongue anymore, bite my tongue, be quiet. I can't. I feel terrible because I posted all those podcasts and did a whole bunch of messages on Facebook and Twitter and all that. If I would have known beforehand, I wouldn't have done it. I would have waited till today. I'm recording this on June 3rd, 2020. I don't want people to think that I am somehow disrespecting the Black Lives Matter, or black people or African Americans in general. That was not at all my intention. And it was hard for me to sleep last night. I have a ball in my stomach knowing that did people think because I posted all these podcasts that somehow I am like against this? Like I'm, in favor of hatred and racism? Because that's not at all my intent. And I don't want anyone to think this website is full of hate and full of racists. Because we're not. I speak for everyone. We are not. And I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want people to say, well, 3D or 2D.com didn't, abide by the blackout. They're evil. I didn't know about it till like 7:30 p.m. I only, I put on my phone. I've been doing this basically this whole year. On my phone, I have an option to limit screen usage. and I put 1 hour for each of the social media that I regularly use. I do that so that way I can be more productive at my real job. I won't talk about my real job in this podcast, but I do have a real job. 3D or 2D does not give me enough profits to live off of. And that, so I want to be productive. And if I'm on Facebook or on Twitter all day, I'm not working. And partially too, I don't want to be on Facebook or Twitter all day or Reddit because it just hurts my soul to do that. There's so many bad things happening in the world. There's so much awfulness on there. There's bots that are pretending to be racists to try to get people riled up. There's hateful people there. There's good people there too, but there's just so much garbage out there. There's so much rubbish. There's so much hate. I try to limit my Facebook and Twitter time because I don't want that anxiety. I don't want to see. I know it's bad. I mean, I try to stay up with the news and know what's going on and listen to podcasts, but I don't want to just see how horrible this world has become. And I'm fighting something here. I'm fighting my soul because as I see the people protesting, part of me wants to go out there, but I just don't know if it's productive to protest. I understand protesting has helped many causes over the years and decades and centuries. I just don't know if it matters. And I don't feel negative toward protesting because of any looters or anything like that. It's nihilism. It's believing that nothing we do matter. That ultimately my feelings on humanity has just gone to complete nothingness. That all life is irrelevant and nothing. And, that humanity is itself a doomed species that is destined to destroy itself. Yes, I want to protest because I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with everything going on in the world. I'm frustrated. But ultimately, will it matter? I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too much Star Trek and I try to be too much like a Vulcan and suppress my emotions. And I feel like protests are exactly that, an expression of emotions. To show that things are not good, that you're upset, that you want change. And I just don't know if change will ever come. I saw the video with George Floyd's death, and it shook me. There's been other times where police officers will kill people of color, will kill people all around the world, not just an American problem. It hurts my soul to see this nation falling apart because leadership is not willing to have compassion and empathy. They just want to show strength. It hurts my heart to see people in China and Hong Kong. People in Hong Kong are protesting to be free, and China is cracking down. It hurts my heart to see that millions of people around the world lost their job this year. It hurts my heart to see millions of people getting sick and thousands of people dying because of the COVID-19 coronavirus. the suffering of humanity. It just, my soul hurts. My soul hurts. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not saying this, I'm not recording this podcast so that way you think, oh, look how progressive 3D or 2D is. Oh, look how much of a stand he's taking. Look how proud he is. I'm not doing it because of that. I'm doing it because of me. Because I feel like I have to say something. It's not right. We need to treat each other right. With love. Speaking out on white supremacy and race violence shouldn't make you anti-white or anti-police or liberal or conservative, or it should just make you a decent person. George Floyd didn't deserve to die because he had a counterfeit $20 bill. Police officers should not have killed him. That should not have been a death sentence. Period. I don't know the whole situation. I don't know if George Floyd wasn't being respectful. But I don't know if that doesn't really matter. He didn't deserve to die. $20 counterfeit bill is, in the big scope of things, not that bad. Yes, don't counterfeit. I understand that. That is a crime, and that's worth, arresting him and giving him a fine. Maybe undercover and see if he has other ones. But, police officers are just... I'm willing to accept that 95% of police officers are good. The 5% that are corrupt and evil and bad and just kill, and they get away with it 95% of the time. I don't have any data to back that up. I just feel that in my heart. There's always some cop-out. That's why the term exists. At least that's what I think. There's always something that happens where the jury decides the cop is fine, or there's always some way that the cop didn't really deserve it, or something. They always find a way to wiggle out of justice. That's why people are frustrated. That's why people are protesting. That's why people are looting, I guess. They're just frustrated. And I understand that frustration. I feel that way too. My soul hurts. It hurts to see so much human suffering around the world. I don't see a good future. I don't see that happening. Not today, not tomorrow, not a month from now, not a year from now. I don't see the future being better than now. And I don't want to think that. It's an internal struggle I go with because I don't want to be a nihilist. I want to be hopeful. I want to think that these protests will help solve race relations. But I'm skeptical, cynical. I know cynicism and skepticism are not good to have. They just eat you away. They're like an acid that corrodes your... I don't want to think hope is a stupid thing to believe in. I know some people think, oh, well, these corporations, they're only doing this because, they want people to, look how cool we are. They're only doing it for now, but how do they really believe, I get that. Nike supports Black Lives Matter, but they also support, child labor in Asia. So I get that. I just know in my heart that we should be better to each other. I get to see on the website my data of who visits the website and from where and for how long and all that. And we have supporters from all around the world. On Twitter, I see people that follow us, and we have conservative and liberal people that follow us. People all around the world enjoy 3D. Doesn't matter what religion they have. We have Muslim followers. We have Christian followers. We have probably every religion, every kind of ethnicity. I don't have any hate in me. I just want us to get along. Treat everyone else with love. It hurts me to see a world where so much suffering is everywhere. It hurts my heart. It hurts me to see everything and not have hope. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be cool, trying to be edgy. I'm saying this because I have to get it out of my system. George Floyd did not deserve to die. Period. It doesn't matter if he was being disrespectful. It doesn't matter if he had the counterfeit $20 bill. It doesn't matter. People of Taiwan deserve freedom from China. I'm sorry that so many people are sick or worried about getting sick because of coronavirus or lost their job because of this. There's a lot of suffering out there. I'm very empathetic and compassionate, and it hurts me to see so much suffering in the world. I'm not spoken to everyone on the website if they, what they think about it. So this is just my opinion. If you hate me now because I expressed my opinion and never want to follow the website again, yada, 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 fine. I get it. I hope you reconsider. We're not going to try to do this on a regular basis. It's just a horrible year. 2020 sucks. And I just don't know how to process all this. I don't know how to make things better, or if things will get better. And it just hurts me. I don't know if 2021 is going to even exist. Part of me wants to just say all humanity is lost. Part of me wants to say that things are never going to get better. This is just how it always is. That nihilism has creeped in since time and time again. We see in America, people get gunned down at schools, and it's just how things are. People talk about maybe getting things done, and then nothing ever happens. What happened to George Floyd is wrong. Period. Doesn't matter if he's black. He could have been white. It would have been still wrong. Could have been the opposite. Could have been a black police officer and he'd been white. It's still been wrong. This is just going to be a fairly raw audio. I don't want to overthink it. Sorry if there's pauses or kind of wander off topic. I'm not going to edit this podcast at all. It's going to go up raw. Period. No changes whatsoever. So, you just know that my heart hurts. So this is the end of my statement. End of rant. I'm sorry if you decide to stop following us because of this rant. I don't want to go political and all the time. But this time it's different. This time I feel like if I don't speak out, that somehow I'm also guilty. I'm sorry I did not abide by social media and not black out on Tuesday, June 2nd. I didn't know. Take care of each other. Love each other. Doesn't matter who you are. Show love to everyone. Even if they don't deserve it. Show them love. Doesn't matter if they're white or black or Mexican or Malaysian or Australian, or if they are Muslim or Christian or male or female, transgendered, gay. Just love each other. That's my final statement on this. Please love one another. I don't know if it's going to help anything. I'm sorry if this is painful to listen to, or lame, or not entertaining or fun. Just something I needed to get off my chest. Just love one another. That's all I ask. That's how I make the world a better place. Love everyone. Even the jerks. Love them too. Just spread love. Not hate. Not racism. Not bigotry. Not sexism. Not anything. Just love everyone else. That's how we'll solve the world. I know it's stupid, corny, but that's what I think of right now. I didn't script this, so I hope things do get better. That one day I'll be able to listen to this podcast again. I know that was just a rough time, and things are better now. I don't see that day coming. But I hope it does happen. But we'll see. Goodbye.